And all you YouTube fans and all you die-hard creepy doll man fans from around the world, I'm back with an all-new episode. It is December the 30th of 2018. Time is now 5:56 a.m. Today we go on this journey, still this puzzle that is still not yet solved, and this curse, haunted, and possessed dolls. Ha! Alright, many of you may not know me. I'm the host for this show, and it's Curse, Haunted, and Possessed Dolls. And if you don't know who I am, it's okay, because a lot of people may not know who I am. If they have not seen this series, I recommend you check them all out, because after this is our final series coming soon. Or is it? Today, I bring you another new chapter in this Curse, Haunted, and Possessed Dolls. Now, today's episode, and this new episode title, is Haunted Houses and Haunted Places. Now, there's not just a part 1 episode. This is also a 2-part miniseries, meaning 2 parts. Part 1 begins now. Now, a lot of people say there are just haunted houses out there today. You got different things of variety. There are more than just haunted houses. You have haunted shacks. You got haunted shotgun houses. You got mansions. You got haunted hotels, haunted motels, haunted boats. And you also have haunted railroads. And you have haunted graveyards, morgues, and several other places that are eerie. But I recommend that a lot of people do not know that there are a lot of haunted places today out there in the world that people still today do not understand. But people, besides, there are ghost hunters today that goes out to hunt for these ordeal. And how is it tied to cursed, haunted, possessed dolls? Could they actually bring back a spirit attached to either their coats or something they may take from the place, maybe a doll or an antique mirror? No one knows. But in reality, that these places are truly haunted, and people have been to certain ones. Now, Buckingham Palace is very famous in England, where the Queen Elizabeth II is now known to rule. And if I did this, I didn't mean to do that to the Queen. I am sorry. And I salute you, that I show respect to you, because I didn't mean to do the sign, but she is Queen Elizabeth II, and she is actually big on that. Plus, the royal family line has grown since after Prince Charles and Diana. Their son William and Caitlin has married, but they're also his cousin is also married as well. Down to the bloodline, that it's to the point that people do not understand the royal family, but they're said to be haunting within the the castle at Buckingham Palace to this very day. that a woman has been beheaded and has shown up into the castle off and on. And spectators that come to visit this ordeal do get to see this ordeal happening into the palace, my friends. There are other haunted places out there, and there are several in the world today. But there's a lot that's happening around the world. It's not in one place, but all neighborhoods, all streets, and all states around the world are haunted around certain places. And when I come back, we will do the top 5 pick from the Real Creepy Doll Man in Louisville, Kentucky, which are 100% haunted. And if I didn't get any information, I know very little bit about these places, but I know they're haunted. And the Real Creepy Doll Man has been there. I have picked the top 5. I can tell you what the last one is going to be when that comes up this next round. But let's go back and say that places are haunted for a reason. Is where the dead do not lay dormant. And sometimes the spirits will come into the world. And then eventually that, if you hear this old wise tale that Tony Sparrow said, when you hear something knocking, do not let it in. You can accidentally let them in, the spirits, whatever it is, demonic or human, whatever it will be, meaning an inhuman spirit or not, or in a human spirit into your house by accident when you go outside to either get your mail or go for a ride in your car to the grocery or whatever. You will accidentally let them in by accident. And if they don't knock, they will come in automatically on their own. These spirits are free to roam the world because they have sinned against God. But in reality, will God forgive them? But there are other haunted places out there. I'll try to get as many as I can remember. There are other haunted places out there. Let's do one here in Wilder, Kentucky that's most haunted. Before we get to the Louisville one. Is known as Bobby Mac's Music World. It's also the gate to hell. And, I like to go there because I heard about it's very famous. That 2 mass murderers had killed a woman, cutting her head off and sacrificing it to the devil. Many years, there people have explained that they have phenomenon and supernatural forces going on within the bar. That this occurs probably throughout 365 days of the year. Because hauntings don't just go on for October the 31st of Halloween, but all year round. This can be a big tourist attraction to some. But other places out there are also famous for their ordeal. And you have other places that are famous than others. And you also have haunted dolls in certain regions that are tied to hauntings around there. Like Florida Keys, Robert the Doll. Is it haunted in the museum in West Keys as well? Nobody truly knows. But other than that, there are other haunted places out there around the world. And it ain't just haunted houses, like I said. There are other haunted places and haunted, more than haunted houses. So come back to check out part 2 when we get in my top number 5 ordeal. And this ordeal that I picked for the grand ordeal. And watch for it to come up next. And I'm your host for this show, The Real Creepy Doll Man. As I keep bringing you more, is this the final chapter to curse, haunted, and possessed dolls? Wait to see. But part 2 of haunted houses and haunted places will begin after this. And I'll be back to do the final conclusion to this episode.